Well, good day to all of our awesome following. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here today to bring you some valuable training, here's the thing. We've got this very compelling offer with THWGlobal, and yet let's assume she's gold. We've been asking the question, is she crap? Is she gold? And we don't really know. We don't really know just yet. We won't know if she's going to execute until viewing starts, until people get paid and what have you. Now, part of being an entrepreneur is taking calculated risks. And when we take a look at THWGlobal, the potential rewards that we have for promoting her far outweigh the potential risks, particularly since there happens to be no financial risk. Now, with that being said, let's assume she's gold. Let's assume she's gold. And of course, we like to start all of our training out with something that's nice and picturesque. We're here in Virginia. This is taken from the state of Virginia in the U.S. Okay, here's what my concern is. Let's say she's gold, all right? So we go down a few months, we're viewing, people are making money. The reality is the majority of folks are not team builders yet, okay? And there's going to be a level of frustration, even if people are maximizing their viewing. And let's say they're earning up to $25 an hour, up to $250 a week, up to $1,000 a month, depending on what part of the world they're in. All right, there's going to be a lot of frustration because people are going to hear about other folks that are generating $250,000 a month, or $500,000 a month, or $1 million a month because of the compensation structure of THWGlobal. It rewards you not just for viewing content, but the bigger rewards are for building a network. And that's what I want to talk to you about. How can we assist you in building your network, and not just with THWGlobal, but these principles you can apply to any marketing enterprise. So here's the issue. The elephant in the room is that most people struggle mightily in their business. Even with THWGlobal, with it being a free registration, yes, you've got those that have personally enrolled hundreds, a few folks have enrolled thousands, and you've got folks that have probably enrolled more people than they've enrolled before because it's a free offer. I shouldn't say it's a free offer. It's a compelling offer that allows people to register for free. But even with my organization, which is growing by leaps and bounds, when I take a look at my numbers, I see a lot of zeros, okay? So we can't deny the fact, the elephant in the room is that most people are struggling. All right, now it's said that 95% of all marketers are in struggle mode. Now, here's the question. If indeed those numbers are true, all right, 95% of the folks are struggling, what does that mean about the 5% elite? Okay, the 5% elite are making an absolute fortune. Now, what we want to do is we want to assist you. We want to assist you in developing your business enterprise. And so let's take a look at the key reasons that people struggle in their businesses. And it's very interesting to me that rarely do people really stop to think, well, why am I struggling? If we can figure out why the average person struggles in their business, then we can seek out the proper solutions so that we can end their struggle. Okay, so what are those 4 major reasons? And we've developed 5 7-figure businesses. We've been in the industry for over 20 years. And these are the 4 things that we see consistently. We see that, number one, that most lack a funnel-based system. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you even know what I mean when I say a funnel? Do you even know what I mean when I say a funnel? And most folks, particularly in the network marketing space, have no clue what a funnel is, much less a funnel-based system. Now, we're not here today to, we don't have the time to give you all the solutions. We want to highlight and diagnose the problem, and then over the coming trainings, we will begin to share the solutions. But I want you to think of this, okay? Let's say that THWGlobal is a Lamborghini or she's a Ferrari. That represents the offer, okay? The offer, the THWGlobal opportunity is the offer, okay? So the offer is the Ferrari. THWGlobal, we're assuming she's gold, is the Ferrari. But here's the key. Without a funnel-based system, it's like having a Ferrari with no engine. The engine is the funnel-based system. And so whether you're talking THWGlobal or whether you're talking ABC or DEF, network marketing company, or what have you, most people struggle because they don't have a funnel-based system. That's number one. Number two, most do not have a responsive list. Now, when THWGlobal first came across our desk on the 16th of June, one of the first things we did is we compiled an email. We sent it out to our list. All right, because we have a responsive list, we had people that immediately joined with us with very little explanation at that time because we didn't know much. But because people have been on our list and we've provided value and valuable content to them, then they were apt to listen to our message. Now, there was a gentleman in my list who had already made the decision that he was going to align with THWGlobal. He got my email and he responded back to me and he said, hey, I heard about it. I was going to test it and try it and see if it was going to work out. Send me your link. Well, it turns out that within 24 hours, he personally enrolled 192 folks into THW, and he now has enrolled just about 400 folks. But his team is multiple thousands of folks. Now, had I not had a responsive list, had I not had him in my list, he still would have joined, but he would have joined with someone else. And so one of the things that we want to do with our audience, and you don't have to be a part of our personal enrollment tree, you don't even have to be in our organization, is we want to help you employ a funnel-based system so that you start to build a responsive list. Now, here's a key. Here's a couple of keys in a responsive list. With a responsive list, or to cultivate a responsive list, you must provide valuable content to your list on a consistent basis. And in that valuable content, it can't just be join me, join me, join me, or buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. Now, do we want people to join you? Yes. Do we want people to buy from you? Yes. But we've got to make sure that any pitches that we have to join you, to join me, to join, to buy from you, to buy from me, it has to be framed and it has to be wrapped in value. Now, here is a big challenge that people have, even if they are engaged in list building, even if they're getting people to opt into an email list or an SMS text list, is they don't know how to bring value because most people are not content creators, and that's fine. That's fine. Well, it's not fine because if you don't have content to share with your list, it's very difficult to cultivate a responsive list so that they will be responsive to your promotional offer. So when you talk about THWGlobal, they want to join, but more importantly, they want to join with you, okay? Or if you've got some other offer, they want to get that product or service, but they want to get that product or service from you. And this is where what we're developing for our audience. This is something that we've been developing for months, all right? It just so happened that THWGlobal has now come to be what we believe a phenomenal catalyst for building everything out for our audience, helping you to scale to a 6- or 7-figure business. That's our target for you with THWGlobal. All right, so one of the things you have to have is you have to have valuable content that you are consistently putting in front of your audience. And in that valuable content, it can't just be buy, 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 join, join, join. All right, it's got to be content that brings value to the folks in your list, because keep this in mind, people do business with people they like, they respect, and they trust. Now, when we launch our funnel blueprint in just a few short weeks, there will be in the blueprint, all right, what we call a value vault. Value vault is a series of valuable content that you can share with your audience. So you simply go to the vault and you say, oh, I like this training, I want to send this out to my audience. This is an example of a value vault training where we're bringing value to our audience. We're teaching our audience where you can turn around. Notice I don't even mention my name in these trainings, so that you can turn around for those that leverage our funnel blueprint, and you can leverage our value vault. You can send out valuable training to your audience so that they start to like you, respect you, and trust you. this is so key into cultivating a responsive list that will be open to your offers, your THW offer, your ABC offer, your DEF offer, so on and so forth, okay? The third reason that people struggle is the lack of compelling offers. Now, a lot of marketers actually have compelling offers. And when we talk about compelling offers, we're talking about an offer that addresses the pain and the suffering and the frustrations of your target market. So what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to bring the healing, bring the ointment, bring the salve to the pain and the frustrations that your target market, what they're experiencing. Understand this, that people will do more to avoid, alleviate, or eliminate pain. They'll do more, they'll even pay more to avoid or eliminate pain than they will in the pursuit of pleasure. So a lot of people in their marketing, they focus on the bling, 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 all right? Whereas if you were to focus on how your product, how your service brings solutions, brings healing and ointment to the pain that is experienced by your target market, you'll have more people wanting to buy, more people wanting to join, because they join or buy to get out of the what? Get out of the pain. Now, THW Global definitely is a compelling offer, but I can tell you that you want to be able to frame it in such a way that people want to buy it from you. And, you know, what we're seeing is this, you know, excitement about THW Global and people posting things all over the place. But what you want to have is not just people just joining you, all right, not just people registering with you. You want them to actually become engaged, all right? And so what we want to do is we want to show you how to frame offers so that that the people that are looking, the people in your responsive list, if you have a responsive list, you're going to have people that's going to take a look at your offers. But we want to show you how to frame an offer so that it becomes even more compelling. Well, we basically are pouring salt on the wound. We're focusing in on what's the pain, what's the frustration, what's the agony. Let's magnify that pain, frustration, or agony. And then in magnifying the pain, frustration, or agony, now we come in with the solution. Now you are the hero or you are the shero because you're bringing the solution, because you're bringing the healing, you're bringing the ointment, you're bringing the salve. And then number 4, people lack high quality laser targeted traffic. All right. So most people don't know, you know, how do I build a list? How do I get traffic? How do I get people to my site? And again, we want to help you build a long-term sustainable business. And so ultimately where you want to be engaged in terms of list building is with paid traffic, with paid marketing. All this free stuff, you need to just junk it, okay? This getting free leads or what have you. Yes, can you get leads by not paying money? Yes, you can. All right. And as a matter of fact, you know, I've gotten leads and I've gotten people join me because of my YouTube videos. All right. I've posted a lot of YouTube videos. Now, I haven't spent any money on those YouTube videos, but let me tell you what I have spent: a lot of time. See, this is why I say there's no such thing as a free lead. It's either going to cost you money or it's going to cost you time. Now, I do the content on YouTube because I'm a content creator and I produce a lot of content for our audience, which is why in our funnel-based system, you'll be able to leverage what we call our value vault. I do that because I love training, all right? I get a buzz, I get a high. This is what I love to do, all right? But the reality is it costs me a lot of time to plan out the content, do the PowerPoint, cut the content, render the content, edit the content, load up the content. Does it get me recruits? Yes, it does. Give me just a moment. I'm sorry about that. I had a little tickle in my throat. So yes, it does get me recruits. And I do drive traffic, and I don't just drive traffic to my THW registration page. I drive traffic so that I'm actually capturing the lead, because the lead is the most important thing. All right, building that responsive list is the most important thing. But my point is, I can't say, okay, I want to get 1,000 visitors to my site and know that that's going to happen because I posted a new YouTube video. I can guarantee that I'm going to get 1,000 visitors to my site if I go and I pay for the traffic. Now, this is one of the reasons why we're so excited about THWGlobal and prayerfully she's gold, because now people can start to develop a marketing budget, an advertising budget with a portion of their viewing income. And then, of course, we'll have in place the funnel-based system that will help you develop the responsive list. THWGlobal is a compelling offer, but we'll make sure it's framed in such a way that people see that it is a solution to a problem they're having. Plus, we'll show you how to frame other offers as well, because we want you to build multiple streams of income. And so the whole idea is to drive high-quality, laser-targeted traffic to a funnel-based system that helps you to build a responsive list so that you can share your compelling offers with that list. And because you've been bringing the value, people like, respect, and trust you and take you up on your recommendations, whether that is THWGlobal, whether that is join THWGlobal and now maximize your viewing, all right, which would maximize your income if you refer them or if they're in your referral network, and any other offers that you may have down the road. The point is, you're going to learn how to frame your offers. You're going to build a list. You're going to learn how to build a responsive list, have that funnel-based system, and learn how to drive high-quality, laser-targeted traffic. And if THWGlobal is gold, there's really no reason. If you follow what we teach, there's no reason why you should not be able to scale your business to a 5, 6, 7, maybe even in time an 8-figure business, with THWGlobal being the catalyst. All right, now, as we start to round third, sorry. Okay, here is our overall objective for our following. And again, it doesn't matter if you were sponsored by me, if you're in my personal enrollment tree, if you're even in my 10 levels, it doesn't matter, okay? As a matter of fact, make sure that everyone on your team gets this training, all right, so that they can see how we see things. Again, when you've developed 5, 7-figure businesses and you've been an owner in a network marketing company, you just have a different perspective. And so we've got a different perspective on things. All right, here's our objective. No, we're no better than anyone. No better than anyone, just a different perspective. Our objective is to assist you in building a long-term sustainable business with multiple streams of income across multiple niches so that you ultimately have the financial and time freedom to hotly pursue the passions of your heart. We see THWGlobal as being a catalyst by allowing people that are not yet good at marketing to generate revenue as they're starting to learn about marketing, and then from that revenue that can be generated by viewing, taking a portion of that revenue and recapping or recapitalizing or reinvesting back into your business in the form of the proper tools and resources as well as paid traffic. Now, we pray that she will be gold. Whether she's gold or not, our objective is the same. All right, our objective is the same. The reality is, if THWGlobal turned out to be crap, and I don't think she's crap, all right, I certainly don't think she's a scam. We still have to see if she's going to execute. All right, so that still remains to be seen. But that's with any company that's launching, any pre-launch company. You know, we don't know. We don't know if they'll execute. You know, that's just the bottom line. So what we do is we weigh the risks versus the rewards. The risks, well, there are no financial risks. The biggest risk is that people get their hopes up, and so we balance our message with could be crap, could be crap, could be crap, or it could be gold. It could be gold, because if she's gold, if she does what she plans to do, this will probably be the biggest potential revenue stream that any of us have seen in this industry. And again, you know, we've developed 5, 7-figure businesses. The thing is, though, how do we develop a long-term sustainable business? Because offers come and go. And that's what we want, is we want to help you develop a long-term sustainable business. Let's say that she is gold. I want you earning more than just up to $25 an hour. I want you earning more than just up to $250 a week. I want you earning more than just up to $1,000 a month. I want you being able to scale to a 6 or a 7, perhaps even an 8-figure business. So ladies and gentlemen, this has been a Value Vault training from our system, our mastermind system called the Funnel Blueprint. Again, the Funnel Blueprint is something that we've been working on for just about a year. And it just so happens that THWGlobal came along, and we see it as a major catalyst for helping our folks meet this objective here. Now, what I want you to do, if you have found value in today's training, I want you to get it out to someone, get it out to people on your team so they can see that not only are they going to be a part of THWGlobal, but that they can be a part of a following, not necessarily our team. You don't have to be on our team, but a following where you've got folks that have built large-scale enterprises, that have invested in their own businesses in terms of very high-level mastermind training, and that we're bringing this type of mastermind training to our audience. You'll probably see that there is the option for you to also register for our webinar series. Even if you can't make the live webinar, register for the series, because we send out this type of training to that webinar list, as well as any recordings that we're sending out, we send out to that webinar list. So with that being said, we look forward to seeing you on our very next webinar, whether it is a presentation webinar or whether it is a training webinar. We look forward to seeing you on the webinar, and let's change the world together. Starting with yours, we'll be back in another couple days with another Value Vault type training.